scholarship at Princeton. And the requirements for that, when you get your master's degree after service, it can be in politics, anything to serve your country. Military not required, but Riley wanted to be a Marine. The illegal kick is the call. It goes against Princeton. Cornell gets it back. Really an amazing story for Brennan Riley, thinking country first.
It's got that Marine personality, serious-minded, goes well with that role, that short stick defensive midfield role. Landon and Rob Boardley producing not only quality lacrosse players, but quality young men.
He's from McLean, Virginia. His dad served in the Navy. Always had a military influence in his life, and that's what he wanted to do. It's going to be a 4-year commitment and wants to be deployed. He will be in the infantry in the Marines.
That moving pick comes back to haunt you. Next thing you know, you got to grind out some more defense.
Not easy in front. They score. What a pass for Thompson. From Cornell, another assist for the freshman.
A simple moving pick violation means you have to play another possession of defense. Cornell steps off of that pick. His eyes are up. Wiedmeyer's just giving him that corner, saying, hey, if you want to feed it, go ahead. But off ball, the movement by the guys in red. Catch and shoot makes it look easy. Cornell able to plant himself on the corner. He's a dangerous passer.
Lynn and Barnes again battle. Face-off X, strip from behind, trail check. Here's Durkak trying to get a stick on it, cannot. Cunningham in it, stripped by Durkak from behind. Wow, 6-foot pole and 6-foot pole there. That was fun to watch. And here's Pennell again. Ritchie lost the handle. Shoved ahead by Moyer. Only 10 seconds to get it back in the box. They do. Here's Calvert. And they'll reset. Thompson, an offensive star for Cornell. He's 1-1. Another assist by Pennell. He's got 2 helpers. Here he is. Gets that pick from Hurley. Feeding cross field. Little skip pass try, but Finn can't catch up with a turnover. Tigers get it back. Talk with college officials, Went, you know pretty much all of them personally. They say that Bill Tierney will work the officiating crew from start to finish. Lots of chatter there, try to get things going his way.
All week long, the chatter was about the face-off.
Fiorito himself across the line here. Now the goalie into the box. That means the goal is empty on the other end. If Cornell can cause a turnover, it's on the ground. Davis lost the handle. And Fiorito streaks back to his end. Grabbed by Lang.
Now that may go down as an official clear because they got the ball over midfield line, but it was a failed clear in my book.
McDonald lost the handle. Scolardi couldn't find it. Romero does for Cornell. Streaks in. Things unsettled in the Big Red. Settle it with a half-field offense.
And you'll see it again. One unforced error in the clearing game comes back to haunt you.
Jack McBride, the only tally for Princeton with 1:52 left in the first. That's been it for the Tigers. Not a high-scoring team to begin with, and tough to play from behind if you're Princeton.
And it's out of character for Princeton. Good starts against Dartmouth, Brown, and UMass in their last 3 outings.
Seabald, Romero, Cornell off the stick. That was tipped first, though, so Cornell does hang on to it. Cornell wise to let that one go. That's how quick his hands are. Glenn, little face dodge move. Inside the box, now sprints, trying to get by Riley. Here's the double team. Glenn shoots, and he scores! Cornell dominant in the first half.
Glenn playing with that broken elbow. No respect for his body. What a pit bull move this was. Watch him duck in and initiate contact. Boom, right there. Create separation, then the swim, plants his feet. This kid is tough. He's a scrapper. He's a throwback. Big emotional goal for Cornell, who once again make Princeton pay for an unforced error in the clearing game.
Officials do check sticks to make sure the pocket depth is proper after goals are scored. That's the case there. Everything is all right. And now Lyndon Barnes will take the draw. Quick whistle. Procedure against Paul Barnes. Chance to reset for Glenn. Got hurt in the Yale game this year for Cornell when he fell on his arm awkwardly and finished the game, Jeff Tambroni told us, with a fractured elbow. Didn't even complain about it. The next day, the trainers did a little follow-up on his fall. X-ray, shattered elbow. But he's hardly missed any time and back in the lineup playing hurt. He'll need surgery. Gutsy, to say the least. Chris Ritchie. Hurley spinning, and that's going to go as a pass, not a shot, over the head of Cornell. Coverage of the NCAA Lacrosse Championships continuing on ESPNU tomorrow afternoon. 2 more quarterfinal games. First at noon Eastern, 8 seed Johns Hopkins against top seeded Virginia. And at 2, number 6 seed North Carolina rematch with the 3rd seed Duke. Quarterfinals of the NCAA Lacrosse Championships presented on ESPNU by Enterprise Rent-A-Car tomorrow afternoon. Rematches galore here in the quarterfinal round. Duke already has beaten Carolina twice this season.
When the brackets came out, that was really my only displeasure, was that you could have had quarterfinal conference rematches in the ACC and the Ivy League.
McKenzie goes from right to left beautifully. Right-hand cradle. Calvin on him. Now it's Scolardi, under 2 to go in this first half. All Cornell so far. Stripped from behind, great play. How good defense. Calvert couldn't find a handle. McKenzie does. And the Tigers reset. Final minute, first half. McBride, the pick from Davis. Tommy Davis has not been a big factor in these tournament games so far, just 1 goal. Top of the box pass. Chris McBride gets a shot off, save Myers. Moyer trying to find the rebound. And Jake Myers rakes it into the safety of his crease. No one else can join him there, that's his area. Outlet for Calvert. Under 36 to go. First half, Cornell, pass in front, thin. It was denied, stripped from behind and couldn't find the accuracy. Under 15 seconds left in the half, and there's a timeout. Wisely called by Jeff Tambroni, head coach of the Cornell Big Red.
Tic-tac-toe passing in transition. Almost catching Princeton off guard there. But how about the Cornell defense? Putting a short stick on Tommy Davis and Chris McBride, and that's what their fans are so happy about. It's been a terrific Cornell first half of defense.
Sprint coming up, the Warrior Lacrosse halftime report. Lowell Galindo, Mark Dixon will break it down. Highlights of this game. Cornell and Princeton, Syracuse the 2 seed, advancing to Foxborough, Massachusetts, a chance to win the program's 11th national title. Plus a softball update, all coming your way on the Warrior Lacrosse halftime report. Balance for Cornell. Hurley, Calvert, Romero, Thompson, and Glenn. 5 different Big Red players have tallied. Only Jack McBride so far for Princeton. Winner of this game will advance on to the national semifinals to play the winner of Virginia Johns Hopkins. That game scheduled for tomorrow at Navy. What a doubleheader tomorrow down in Annapolis. Can't wait. Quentin and I will have a call for you. Both games on ESPNU starting at noon Eastern. All leading to championship weekend, Gillette Stadium.
Better get there early to Navy Marine Corps tomorrow. The tailgaters will be out in full force. Not sure if there's a better venue than Navy Marine Corps Stadium. Hopkins band will be there. You got both bands today. How about Princeton and Cornell? I'm partial to the Hopkins band, and I was a little disappointed in our first quarterfinal game. Otto the Orange choosing to stay at home up in Syracuse. Maybe he's in Boston already, who knows?
Final moments of the half. Cornell, a jump shot, and it sails wide. And that'll do it for the first 30 minutes. Maybe Otto will join the Orange in Foxborough. 5-1, Cornell, Max Seaball halfway home to get to the national semifinals where they were in 2007. They've got a lead by 4 on Ivy League rival Princeton. Now let's send it to Lowell Galindo and SportsCenter U.
Welcome into the Warrior Lacrosse Halftime Report, and as Mark Dixon puts it, the real Ivy League championship is going.
Princeton right now shooting 1 goal on 14 shots. That's not the ticket to Foxborough.
Ground balls in the first game between these teams, dominated by Cornell as well. Second half underway. Lynn for Cornell, Barnes for Princeton. Cornell the lower seed in the visiting Reds. Princeton home whites, quick turnover. Here comes Cornell. Finn for Pennell. Spectacular freshman from right here on Long Island. 2 assists in the first half. Balance for the Big Red. Possession time, ground balls, saves for the goalie. Everything going the way of Big Red now. That possession time is for Princeton overall, but the second quarter dominated by Cornell.
Cornell showed a veteran playoff savvy in that first half. They're the team that played in championship weekend back in 2007, and I think it showed. Remember, Princeton didn't make the playoffs last year. The guys in red have won more big games than the guys in white.
Glenn trying to feed down low. Pizer broke it up and lost his stick in the process. Battle for it. And the scrum, Seaball helped nudge the ball forward. That's Pennell. I'm with you, Glenn. Talk about tough, fractured elbow. Not concerned about his well-being at all out there.
It'll be interesting to see how John Glenn and Matt Moyer, 2 seniors with injuries, approach Major League Lacrosse this summer. Draft coming up right here on ESPNU.
Pennell trying to go short side. Fiorito made a great save.
Do you fight through those senior injuries and play this summer, hope to make a team of the 16 Major League Lacrosse in our 9th season? Or do you get the problem taken care of right away and take this summer off and hope to come back next year?
Good.
I know you're studying for the draft. I know you're studying.
Can't wait. Have it on ESPNU for you.
Wednesday, May 27th, live. Stevens Tech across the river from Manhattan. 2.5 hours.
Morris trips that from McBride. Here's Myers behind the goal. A forgettable effort against Ohio State in the first round last year. 10 goals allowed by Jake Myers starting against the Buckeyes. Only 2 saves got pulled from Matt Martinez, the backup. Cornell lost, giving up 15 goals that day. And Jeff Tambroni telling us this week that was an unforgettable day in his 9 years of coaching in Ithaca. Team really motivated in the offseason. Harder work in the weight room, everything dedicated toward this moment. And they are cruising right now. Ohio State game seems like a long time ago. Ritchie behind the goal. feeding Finn, and he sends that one-timer just wide. Backed up, closest to it is Princeton.
Shooter, number 29,
Play by
Princeton.
Pizer. Tigers a clear try here.
Cornell understands that ball movement, dodging, drawing two, and then spinning the rock is the key to success against Princeton's defense. Last week, I didn't think UMass managed that well. UMass kept trying to beat Princeton with isolations, with solo dodges to the goal.
Fiorito. A lollipop pass upfield, taken in by McKenzie. Tigers in real need of a strong start to the second half. This guy's got to get it going here. 17 in white, Mark Kovler. Their top offensive threat. Scolardi, hesitation move, gets free, and he goes and sends it wide to the left of Myers.
You don't have to be that fine against Jake Myers. Scolardi, what a season he's had. Ballooning up from 18 points to 42.
Penalty flag flies. Infraction coming on Cornell here. Slow whistle, penalty flag down on the field. There's McBride for his cousin Jack. Went to the Del Barton School, great powerhouse program in New Jersey. Now it's McKenzie getting the pick from McBride. Moyer picks him up. Spin move. McKenzie tries for the swim, and it's broken up. Good play defensive there by Max Feely. Touch up, call 1 minute against Cornell.
Princeton extra man 0 for 2 so far today. But the bigger problem is their settled 6-on-6 half field offense. Cornell putting a pole on Scolardi, putting a short stick on either Tommy Davis or Chris McBride. And who can isolate on Princeton's offense and run by their man and make Cornell double team and get their defense rotating on the carousel? No one's been able to do that yet.
Man up about 31% efficiency this year, not big numbers. McBride looking for another goal. Wow. Ripped that one, but over the crossbar. High velocity shot, Jack McBride. Mark Kovler, 2 shots. No points.
That outside shot can soften the defense. Now they'll step out to McBride. It may open up some through passes.
McKenzie for Davis. Another big threat has been shut down. Scott McKenzie fakes the shot. 6-on-5 across here. Just under 30 seconds left. Man up try. McKenzie winds, cranks the big shot, sends it wide. Look at the backup. Jake Myers quickly out of the cage, closest to it. When it goes out of bounds, that means Cornell a chance for a clear.
Myers often maligned in the goal. Save percentage less than 50%. Good goalies in NCAA Lacrosse are around 60 or even higher. But he's an excellent clear goalie, and he's wonderful out of the net on ground balls and in clearing situations.
Romero. Here comes a clear. Angle key. Perfect pass. Seaball in stride. On the Bulldogs. Lowers the shoulder. And the one-man clear. Max Seaball. This kid is something to watch. 25 goals this year. But it's the leadership when you talk to Jeff Tambroni about what Seaball offers this team. Involved in every community service project possible. The 21 run honoring George Boyardi. Player several years ago tragically killed by a shot in a game. He wore number 21. It's a big number in the Cornell lacrosse family, and the 21 run benefits literacy projects in Ithaca. Coach Tambroni said, any project you want, Max Seaball is involved. That's the sign of a real captain.
Bill Tierney was complimentary of Seabald after their last regular season game. Made sure to spend extra time with Max. Said he felt it was an honor to coach against him.
Colkin picks it up. Penalty flag's coming here, I believe, on Seabald. Slow whistle, penalty flag down on the field. McBride cruising in. A shot sends it wide of Myers. And we'll get the call against Cornell. Slash on Seaball. He'll sit for the next minute. Thought it was great what Bill Tierney said about Max Seaball. pulled him aside, said, son, it's been a pleasure facing you all these years. Hopefully I'll never have to do it again. This is a regular season game, and sure enough, the draw comes out second round. They're matched up again with Max Seaball and Cornell. The only Wharton Trophy finalist in Cornell history. Sitting here on the slash call